Halo guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. Kita langsung lanjutin lagi ya dari chapter 4 karena bentar banget
When is this thing happening?
ke chapter 5.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
Akhirnya kita balik.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Biarkan si Snow yang mutusin ya.
It's been
Apakah harus
hours.
dibunuh atau gimana?
We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the
I'm
Crooked Man's
fine.
place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Buset. Lu kira gue bakal
Showed up. Now throw
ini
this
ya mati
asshole
ya?
down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
have
for?
to say for yourself?
You killed Lily.
was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
And what
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook.
mamam tuh semua orang benci sama lu kan?
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not
Buset, masih ini.
It's Georgie? Georgie.
I don't
You gave
need
the
to
order.
told you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't
Udah
you?
mati dia.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Gue jujur aja kali ya.
Sheriff?
I killed
I
him.
killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her
Unless
finish.
you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Nah, di appreciate gue kan?
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A
Buset.
misunderstanding.
aiding and
Dua kali.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud,
Buset, dia ngelakuin
extortion,
penipuan.
racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
Don't interrupt.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
It's obvious.
All the other
let
crap
him
he's
speak.
done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
SOP bro,
The
SOP.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's right.
Oh, mau
We
dikirim,
promised you
mau
a chance
dilempar
to
ke
defend
witching well ya?
yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Wait,
This is ridiculous.
dibebasin kah?
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting
Kan?
on my behalf when he
Benar
killed
kan dia
those
kerja
women.
sama
It
lu
was his
kan?
business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand. He
Nggak
made them
mungkin
two
lah
of
dia
his most
ngebunuh orang
faithful employees.
tanpa
I had
perintahmu.
nothing to do with it.
Tell the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Give me a break. You're so full of shit.
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people, but apparently that.
Ya gimana mau discuss
Any of you actually
kalau lu aja
believe this
bohong.
bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he
It
talking
was a
about?
trap.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting
Ya
to
berarti
protect
apa yang
what
mereka
you care
lakukan
about, don't you?
juga jadi tanggung jawab lu lah.
You might even give up an innocent man just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old
Orang-orang
man
mulai
say his
percaya sama
piece?
dia ya.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not.
Buset, jangan bawa-bawa si Beauty sama Beast lah.
Decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Alah, bullshit.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Don't turn this on us.
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not
Sejak kapan
uncommon.
sih Greenleaf
She
ada di
left
sini?
Everything she had back in
Baru
the
sadar gua.
house. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back.
Wait.
In turn, we used her magic to help poor fables get glamours.
Oh, pohonnya itu dari
Because I
si
helped her, she was
Crooked
able to make a
Man.
living, provide for herself.
Balasannya
And
dia
what did they do?
ngebuatin
She
glamour.
wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused. What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't try to
True? I know
manipulate.
what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not? Bigby just
This
means
is important,
Ada.
and I'm glad it's being talked about.
Jago juga dia
You know
ngomong
why
ya
I
si
asked him to
Crooked Man
destroy
ya.
your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you
Harusnya
being
gua
too
bunuh
soft
si
to notice
Crooked
what
Man.
he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may
Jangan
not
bilang
always be
kalian lebih
clear
percaya si
right
Crooked
away,
Man. Gak mungkin dong.
But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to
We're
always have
trying
your
to
best
protect
interests
you.
at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. And he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Dia ngambil nyawa si
We
Faith
took
sama
Faith
si
and
Lily ya.
from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Nah, gitu
You're
dong.
all still afraid of him, even now. But
Gak
you
mungkin
need
dong
to.
kalian belain si
His
Crooked Man.
contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Nah, gitu dong Greenleaf. Gak guna manipulasimu.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no
Ya,
barrister,
nggak
but I
salah
think
sih
such a
dia.
statement would carry
Gua
more
nggak
weight
punya
if Bigby
bukti
weren't the
ya.
only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
What about your
What
history?
about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time.
Ya iyalah.
Yes.
Of course.
Iya, lu yang
Yes,
bertanggung jawab.
You're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
Wait,
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
it wasn't Snow's
Happened with
fault.
Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Ada salah pilihan berarti
How
gue
about
ya.
the way he treated poor
Karena
Tweedledee
ngebunuh
when he
si-
was in your custody?
Si dia apa
He
si
was
Dam ya?
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Gua harus
can't be
belain si
serious.
Snow
That
sih.
was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh,
Buset,
dear
protection,
Crane
protection.
in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Bullshit, bro.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This
Ada
isn't the
dia
point.
jago banget
We'll deal
ngomong
with
ya.
them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm
Ada tadi udah ngebelain
We
gua.
lashed our ropes to this diseased world.
Jangan
In
bilang
essence, which one of us
beralih
has been
pihak.
for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Buset, kenapa jadi gua?
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Wait. Dia udah bebas harusnya kan?
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Kan si Vivian udah
Middle of something.
ngebebasin ya.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years.
Nah,
Told us
itu
your
kan.
stories about what you do. Told us we would lose
Dia
everything
melakukan
if we stepped
perbudakan
just
ternyata.
one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Oh, dia udah tahu
Did
kalau
you
si
kill
Vivian mati.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian
Be
killed
quiet.
We
herself.
need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
you. It's okay, my dear. It's going to be
He
just...
Lu mau
ordered
ngelak
them
lagi
dead.
kah?
This fucker.
Udah jelas nih ada
Faith and Lily.
mantan budak lu.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The
Nah.
only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
Nice.
Georgie would have never done
Dapat
anything without
bukti
his
kan?
say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Oh, masih ada yang lain.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Udah kan?
That's too fucking easy for a crook like
Udah
that.
terbukti
What
salah.
do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What? You take 2 people's
Apa emang
lives
yang
away
udah
and now you want
udah lu
mercy?
lakuin ke
You know
kami
we can't
semua?
let you go free after this.
Wait!
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's
Buset,
guilty.
masih
I know
dibelain.
that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. So
Enggak,
that he
dia
can never
masalahnya
hurt anyone again.
jago manipulasi
How can
orang.
we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a shit.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send
Gua nggak percaya
Listen
sih.
up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So
Gua
I
lebih
think
milih
Going
dibunuh.
nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Tapi gua
Not.
What about a vote?
nurut sama si Snow aja kali ya.
Calm down.
Look, Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor.
But
so
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby? What
Ya
about
tinggal
him?
kita lantik aja
He was
dia.
appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Oke lah.
Just do what you think is right.
Well, kalau di penjara gua
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a
yakin
fucking
dia
lesson.
bakal
He has to die.
bebas suatu
Just
saat
fucking
sih.
get rid of him.
Lempar.
This way.
Wait, what? Belum sempat milih gua. Lu yang minta ya.
There you are. I hope you all
Buset.
remember this moment.
Sudah gua bilang dia licik.
When you try to sleep.
You know,
Bodoh
just
amat lah.
between us, I was gonna let you live. But now,
You're going to miss me.
Enggak kangen gua.
no, I won't.
Lu ya tadinya gua mau nggak mau gua bebasin juga sih.
For Lily.
Ya udahlah ya.
Faith.
Yes.
Sepertinya semua
Another
setuju
one of us to erase from the books.
kecuali si Greenleaf. Kelar. Oke, berarti next video jadi video terakhir ya. Ya udah, kita udahan dulu. Thank you yang udah pada nonton. Kita ketemu lagi di next video ya. Sampai jumpa. Bye bye.